If your videos are stuck under 200 views, no, it's not because the algorithm hates you. Because that was me for the past year. I've been posting aggressively on this channel, following all the guru advice, and all of my videos keep tanking below 200 views. Along with that, I got almost no leads coming into my business from YouTube. The real problem is actually really brutal. To the market, my brand looks and sounds exactly the same as other experts in my niche. So my videos get ignored. The algorithm has no reason to push my videos out. Once I saw that, it became obvious. This wasn't a content problem. It was a personal brand problem. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through the exact personal branding exercise I used to fix that. You'll get crystal clear on 3 things. Number 1, what actually makes you unique and worth listening to? 2, who are you actually making videos for? And number 3, the core message that your brand needs to repeat over and over again so you stop blending in and start getting clients online. All right? Let's start. So the problem with these content gurus is that they all teach the video aspect of things, like do this kind of video, this kind of thumbnail, or look at outliers. Basically what they're trying to say is just copy what works, right? So if you just go on YouTube, just ask like how to grow online or whatever, it's always the same thing. How to find outlier videos. I studied 1,000 video. This is what goes viral every time. So these are very high dopamine kind of content. I tried all of this. It doesn't work for me, but this one time it did. A year ago, there was this video that popped and it was a viral outlier video for a very small channel. I basically just, hey, I can make my version of this. I did the video and it went viral. I got a lot of clients who found me from this video. But the problem is, what if the thing that you copy from others is not the thing that you want to be known for? So in this case, this video that went viral was about video editing. My offer isn't about video editing. So you see the disconnect there. But when you keep copying what works, you'll end up blending in. You're just another guy. You regurgitate the same thing someone else said. A thought leader does not copy other people. And these gurus, what they teach is just about videos, but they forgot the fundamentals of marketing. Now, what's that? So basically, when we do content, is to market our business, our personal brand, right? And what is the whole point of marketing? It is to be different. If you copy what works, then you're just exactly like everybody else. Then you're not being different. Then that defeats the whole purpose of marketing, in my opinion. What do you feel? Do you agree or disagree? Leave a comment down below. And the easiest way to be different is to have a personal brand, okay? So moving into 2026 is the only way to stand out, because you can't just create how-to videos anymore. AI can do that. The viewer want to feel some sort of connection with you, okay? And you don't have to fake anything. You don't have to pretend to be somebody you're not. Personal branding is not about having the perfect headshots, a fancy website. It's about bringing your true self on camera. This is my system on how to do that easily, because apparently it's not easy to bring ourselves out on camera. But I came up with a system. This is what I do for myself and what I teach my clients. In order to have a good personal brand, there's 3 pillars. Number 1 is, why should people listen to you? Like, why are you unique? Number 2, who are you talking to? Who are you making videos for? And number 3, what is your message? What are you trying to say to them to get them to move, right? So let's start with pillar number 1, why you? So we're going to do an exercise. So you're going to open up a Google Doc. You're going to list down at least 3 things that you have overcome in your life in 1 sentence. Below are some prompts to make this easier. When did you hit rock bottom in your life? What happened? What did you do to get out of it? When did you have to make a drastic change in your life? Okay, now that you have like a couple of sentences of what happened to you, for each event, we're gonna write a simple outline. And it goes like this. Hook, what made it hard, plus your feelings at the time, and then the insight. The hook would be the shocking thing that happened, summed up into 1 sentence. Then, what was the struggle that made it hard? Share your feelings, because that makes you relatable. Lastly is the insight. What was the lesson learned from this? Okay, so for each and every one of those events, write a simple 3-step outline just like this. So this is quite critical for you. You got to spend at least 30 minutes to 1 hour extracting these stories. We need a minimum of 3. The more you list down, the more content ideas you can get later on. And you don't need any bombastic achievements. Oh yeah, I've been featured in Forbes, or I bought a Lamborghini when I was 19. Those are impressive, but it's not really relatable to the masses. Oftentimes, the mundane problems you've overcome in your life is the one that resonates the most with people, because it's relatable. And the better you write all of these, you can use this document to help AI understand what you're about when you're going to ask for help in your journey later, because you will be using AI. I'm just going to run through some of my examples so you can see how to do it. I have 13 stories. The hook is, I got laid off the second time. So what made it hard and my feelings at the time, after my first time getting laid off, it took me 6 months to find another job in Singapore. I was an engineer at the time. The second job, the headquarters was at Aberdeen, Scotland. They flew me in for 3 months of training and to get to know the team. When I came back to Singapore, out of the blue, I got an email saying I was made redundant and the whole Singapore office was pretty much shut down. And to make it worse, I got laid off 2 weeks after my mortgages in Malaysia were approved. So that was the story. So the insight is there is no such thing as job security anymore. And insight number 2, do not invest in properties. It is too risky and expensive for our generation, especially with all the layoffs that are becoming the norm nowadays. Okay, so that's an example. All right, moving on to pillar number 2. Who are you gonna make videos for? A lot of people would tell you to create this avatar. They want you to list out the demographics and psychographics. Demographics is like what's their age, where are they located physically, what are their jobs. What we're interested more is on the psychographic side. These are like, what do they struggle with? What do they desire? And all of these will become our content ideas in the future. What a lot of people are teaching wrong is that they want to have a very detailed avatar description using this, but they don't really know who that avatar is. So they end up just making things up, which is wrong. Your target needs to be really clear. You need to know this person inside and out. You can't make this person up. The best way to really know who to make videos for is actually looking at your past self. You have overcome something in your life and you're creating an offer and then videos to promote that offer for somebody else who hasn't done it. We're gonna fill up the psychographics in the next section. So now we move on to pillar number 3. What is your message? Just like Donald Trump here, he has a very strong message. Make America great again. That's his message. So you also need a message in your movement. So what would be a slogan to rally your people? It's very similar to Lord of the Rings. The leader chants something to hype everybody up so they can go to war. So my example, let's say we are all a bunch of people trying to make money online. I know we can't penetrate an industry. My slogan would be, hey, you gotta post authority videos to bypass industry gatekeepers so clients reach out to you directly. So that's what I say to people to make them understand what they're really fighting for. And once you have this crystal clear, your social media tagline, what you're going to be putting on your LinkedIn, your YouTube, whatever, is going to be derived from that. So imagine you meet somebody new at a party and they casually just ask, what do you do for a living? So how would you explain what you do that won't bore them to death or make them want to avoid you for the rest of the party? I use this formula. I help target audience achieve goal using your unique method. Here's my example. I help service founders replace referrals and ads with inbound leads using authority videos. Authority videos is my system. All right, we covered the 3 pillars. Now I'm going to throw you a bonus section, which is your brand content pillar. Whenever you don't know what content to make, refer back to your content pillars. You can think of content pillars as the main categories of topics you're going to be talking about throughout your brand. And the topics that you're going to be talking about should be derived from your offer. Your offer is taking your avatar from hell to heaven, right? So you're going to guide them from hell to heaven, but in between there's going to be some stuff you got to do to help them. Think of them like mini checkpoints. So what are the 3 to 5 main steps or checkpoints you'll be guiding your clients from where they are hell to where they want to be, heaven, right? On the left side, they're at hell. Maybe they don't have any inbound clients. They keep paying for ads. They constantly rely on referrals. So if both of these stop, they get no business, right? So they want to get over here where leads come to you. You don't have to pay for anything. So in order for me to help somebody to get from hell to heaven, they need to do 4 main things. The first one is personal brand, which is what we talk about in this video. The second one is to have an offer to sell. The third one is to have some sort of funnel. And the last one is to make videos to feed this whole thing. So what is your version of hell to heaven? You can draw this out in your notepad. So these checkpoints that you see right here, these are your content pillars. The categories of stuff that you're going to be talking about. You can consider them like a playlist on your YouTube channel. So now we put everything together. We're going to create your content matrix. So these are content ideas where you look within, right? So we're going to start with the content pillars. These are the checkpoints. In my case, I had 4. Then we can have content topic ideas. You can consider that like subcategories. And then when you list down these, remember what problems did you encounter when you were in your journey trying to figure this out. So this is a critical exercise for your brand. You got to spend at least 1 hour to fill this table up because your content strategy, what you're going to be making next, your personal brand, they all depend on this. Now, this is so important. I got to show you my content matrix. My content pillars is the checkpoints. Is the first they need to do personal brand, offer, funnel, and YouTube videos. I have 4. It could be between 3 to 5 for you. The content topics that I could be talking about under personal branding is like defining your message, who's your target avatar, your uniqueness, your content strategy, right? Problems that I've encountered when I was at this stage was what? I didn't know what to talk about. I didn't know what made me unique, and I ended up copying others. I was ashamed of my age. I didn't know exactly who I'm talking to, and I keep changing my avatar. That confuses the algorithm. I don't have a content strategy, and I just chase viral trends all the time, which leads to burnout. So the second example is for offers. So what can I talk about when it comes to offer? What is an offer? How can I sell digital products? How can I sell consulting? How can I sell mentorship or workshop? So what was my problem when I was trying to figure this out? I don't know how to make my first dollar online. Then should I start with mentorship, consulting, group coaching, or digital products? How much should I charge for my mentorship or consulting? Is selling online courses still relevant? You can just keep on listing down all these problems that you've overcome. This is a gold mine for you to get content ideas later on. All right, you don't have to keep repeating this video. I actually have a Google Doc to help you fill this up for yourself. If you want it, click on the link in the description down below. It's completely free. All right, so now you know how to stand out online. This is gonna fix all the low views you keep getting. I wanted to show you 9 personal brands that are absolutely killing it, and I've already made the research for you and I presented them in a video. So if you want to see how they do it and what they're selling, watch this video next.